Welcome to another episode of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. Nintendo News Daily. It's gonna be a little different of a show tonight. We had the direct this morning. We basically live reacted to that and talked about a lot of the stuff. We're gonna talk a little bit more about it, and then I'm gonna actually play one of the games, and we'll be talking the whole time, chatting about it, taking any of your guys' questions. And so I picked up Mini Shoot Adventures. Now, what I found interesting, and I literally just learned this when I went to go set up the stream on YouTube. This game came out in 2024, so I don't know if it was strictly on Steam or if it was on other consoles, but it has been out for a minute, and now it is on Switch and Switch 2. It's $15.99, and I'm a sucker for twin stick shooters, so that's why I picked it up. But I thought it would be kind of fun just to have it kind of in the background. Like, I'm not going to jump into it immediately, but you guys can get a little peek of it. Let me know if the volume is good on it. I have it turned down pretty low. But let me know if it's too loud. I can turn it down a bit more, so, or even mute it if I need to. I have its volume down to 4, so it's pretty quiet. But just want to make sure you guys aren't having that. I'm not, it's not taking my voice out essentially. So just let me know in the chat if it is too loud. But so a number of these games that we saw from today have been around for a minute, right? A handful of them anyway. I was talking to Johnny Bo a little bit in Discord, and apparently Blue Prince was some people's game of the year last year. That's how much people liked it. So I see Brandon is here. Jimmy Pike with the resub on Twitch. Yo, I can't see how long that is, but I bet you that is that has got to be some serious months right there. So thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, so apparently Blue Prince has been around for a minute too. Like, you guys know me. I'm very much in the Nintendo side of things, but when it comes to like Steam or PlayStation, I'm kind of out of the loop. Even Xbox a little bit. Like, I have it, but it's pretty much a Fortnite machine at this point. And so I was not aware, but I mean, being game of the year for some people, that's really saying something. So I see Jason is here. What's going on? Paradigm TV, Brandon, of course, Jimmy is here. Blue Prince is a fantastic game, Jimmy says. I love that. I'm going to take a quick peek at the article from Nintendo Life. It says one of the most praised puzzlers of last year, Blue Prince, is making its way to Switch 2 today. Yes, that's right, today. For those who missed out on this one, Blue Prince is a puzzle roguelike, a Metroid Brainia, which is a pretty funny way of putting it, that tasks you with cracking the mysteries of Mount Holly, an estate left to you by an elderly relative. It's one of those games where you'll absolutely want to have a notebook on hand so you can explore the mansion's ever-shifting halls. The central mystery of finding the fabled room 46 is a glorious one, but it is only the tip of the iceberg, as you'll soon be threading together stories about revolutions, missing persons, and strange family trees. The Switch 2 version even supports mouse mode, so you can glide around the screen with ease. And so I just, like, I said it a lot this morning. But I just feel like the whole direct was swinging for the fences, like so much good stuff. Oh, Jimmy Pike said it. Not even my kind of game, but I enjoyed it. There we go. Byzantium, what's going on? It says I'm here too. You are here. Your name was at the very top. I'm so sorry. So good to see you. Jason just finished Mario Galaxy. Love that. That's awesome. Very, very cool. And so, this the blueprints, obviously last year, the mini shoot adventure 2024, and so we are getting some older ones, but there are some there was a like some console exclusives, and or at least one, and just so much good stuff, right? Drinkbox Studio bringing the Hades inspired brawler, uh, coming out this fall. That was that one. That one looked pretty crazy, honestly. And again, the thing I kept saying this morning, um, the the thing I kept saying this morning is that so many of them have online, and that is great. It's great. Cream Corn says there's nothing wrong with getting some older games. I don't disagree with you. Here's my thing right now with it when it comes to the Switch. I feel like we've been getting so many older games that the thought of just new, like fresh, brand new stuff is very appealing right now. But I mean, I picked up Mini Shoot Adventures. We're gonna like I'll even we can take a look at it right now. Like I didn't know that it was that it wasn't brand new. And it is a twin stick shooter. I'm a huge fan of of uh of twin stick shooters. One of my favorite games is Geometry Wars from back in the day. On I think you could play it in like I think it first came out in what was it? Project Gotham Racing. You guys remember that? Like that's kind of a throwback, but it was like this little arcade game you could walk up to. And then of course they ended up putting out versions of Geometry Wars on DS and the Wii, and I still have like all of them on, like they were on the Xbox Arcade and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Xbox Live Arcade had 1 and 2, and then I want to say like EA somehow got a hold of the rights, and they ended up putting out 3 even, and then they kind of just disappeared. Like we haven't seen anything from them for quite some time. But I mean, I remember playing it on the Wii with the Wii pointer, and then play. It was great on DS. It was it just played very well there. So the I had to check this one out. I'm like, this is a must play for me. So I see a few more people have jumped in. What is going on? We've got Josh Adventures. What's happening? Good to see you. And so Paradigm TV says that Mini Shoot Adventure is kind of like a Zelda like, which I find very interesting with this, with this style of game. But I can see it and being top down. This is honestly the kind of game that like I could probably get lost in, honestly. Like I threw it on the hardest difficulty because I'm like, I played a lot of Geometry Wars. I should be able to do all right. So, and of course, talking and playing is always great. But like, I really do like. I'm digging the sound effects of this one. Part of the reason I'm late tonight is because I just downloaded the update for Elgato, and none of my stuff was set up. And when I was speaking into my microphone, it sounded like I had sucked on helium. So I was just like, okay, we've got to fix this somehow. So that's why I'm late. But like the audio for this game is incredible. I can't believe how smooth it is. So I see Yo Poods, it says Marathon is dead on arrival. Keep the mess off Switch 2. Uh-oh. Not loving Marathon apparently. That's too bad. What Jimmy Pike said, if Marathon doesn't work out, Bungie can port Destiny to Switch. Let's do it. I love it. What happened? Oh, select aiming mode. Just manual. Yeah, there we go. I was like, I didn't hit anything. It just opened that up. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, like the look and feel for Mini Shoot Adventure, I'm really digging it. And this is like a perfect handheld game for me too. Like this is most definitely a game I would play. I would play in handheld. So it looks like we can do some upgrades here. So there we go, a little faster. So Michael, this is the full game. I wanted to. We're doing things a little bit differently tonight than we would on a typical show because like there's not a ton of news to go over, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick up one of today's indies. I'll throw it up on stream while we kind of just chat about the little bit of news that's out there and some of the other games that were announced and whatnot. So this is the full game. The games that had demos, if you guys want to check out any of the demos, one of them for sure, let me see, is Dench Attack or whatever, or Dench Attack. It's the one that you're playing as like the bus and like grinding rails and stuff like that. So yes, the train game for sure. Wheatbread came in and said said the same thing I think Paradigm said. What this game looks cool. It's like Zelda but twin stick shooter. So Paradigm, I'm so sorry. I may have misspoke, but Stream Deck. So Elgato, like what my microphone runs into and all of that stuff is how I keep my is how I do all of my shows and everything. And they came out with new software today that you can basically build your soundboard, but none of my stuff was set. And then, like I said, I sounded like I was sucking helium. So I had to restart my whole computer, and it was a whole thing. It was one of those things I probably should have done like hours ago, not right before I started stream. So yeah, no Steam Deck for me. Just I do have the PC. I honestly haven't turned it on in months though. I felt like I was playing. I downloaded a number of things because I have Game Pass, right? So I download a number of like Xbox titles, EA titles, and Fortnite. And I was mainly playing Fortnite on it just because of the essentially unlimited frames. But it got like I would play one day and then the next day Fortnite would be corrupted and I couldn't play it. So then I would have to reinstall it. And I'm like, this is not like, I don't know that I have the patience to be a PC gamer. And I mean, I've hardly been like online with the computer at all. So I'm like, I can't imagine it already has a virus. I'm also like, I've been a Mac guy forever. So I don't know if like I just don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if there's just something not quite set up correctly or what's going on. But I just I basically just got frustrated with it and haven't turned it on much. So I do have it so that there's, you know, if there's games that I'm like, yo, I really want to try that aren't going to be on Switch 2 or on the other consoles, I'll be able to check them out. So let's see here. Cream Corn says between Indies and Pokemon Direct, we've had a couple of exciting weeks. Any thoughts on Wind and Wave starters? Oh, great question. Yeah. I think they're fantastic. I think everybody seems to be really concerned if they're going to end up walking on their hind, like on their 2 feet, right? Like that seems to be everybody wants to know if they're all going to turn into Incineroar. I honestly, I think all three of them like look fantastic. I am going to go with the fire type on this one. I like the dog. I'm hoping the final evolution is cool. But I mean, what we got almost 2 years before we're going to see it, or a good year and 6 months anyway. So gotta wait on that one a little bit, unfortunately, but let them cook. You know what I mean? Like just let them cook, let them do their thing. I haven't started Fire Red yet, but I have a feeling I'll probably start it sometime this week, and excited to jump into that and get to experience it for the first time, honestly. So Nintendo's adding 3 new games to NSO on 310. I don't know that I saw that. Did they just tweet it out? There we go. Yeah, they did. Just tweeted it out. What time? Right as I went live. So, what do we got here? 2 Virtual Boy games, which is crazy. Mario Tennis, Mario Clash, which Mario Clash is the game that I was the most excited to try on Virtual Boy. So that's pretty cool that we're going to be seeing that. And then it looks like for Game Boy Advance, Mario versus Donkey Kong. So also pretty cool. Let's see, a couple more chats here. Byzantium says, did you see the Pokemon Dev Tour YouTube video that Pokemon Company put out today? I didn't. No. That game has basically sold me. When I saw that it looked like essentially Minecraft and Animal Crossing with some Dragon Quest builders and whatnot, I'm like, okay, this, like, I don't even need to see anymore. You throw Pokemon into that mix, and it's like, it seems like the perfect recipe, honestly, for something pretty rad. Is it Byzantium? Is it something that you recommend people go and check out? Because I'll definitely mention it. He says it's actually very cool, much more advanced features than I expected. Oh, that's very cool. Really, really cool. Also, Paradigm TV, we talked about the reviews yesterday, is popping off. Game of the year material. Paradigm TV is saying, yeah, potentially. I feel like we probably got 2 Game of the Year contenders this week with Resident Evil and Pocopia, or last week and this, or actually, yeah, Resident Evil was the end of last week, right? And so pretty incredible. I think what I was seeing for Resident Evil 2 is that it's the one of or the highest rated Resident Evil game ever, which is pretty incredible. So it honestly, like, I hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet, only because I'm like, all right, I just don't want to buy something that I'm not going to play. But I keep seeing everybody talk about it, and I keep seeing the reviews, and everybody's talking about Leon's arms and his hands and all of the funny memes that with Leon handing Grace like a gun with only one bullet, or the way that the zombies are afraid of Leon but Grace is afraid of the zombies. Like, there's just been it's honestly been somewhat refreshing to see people just having fun with games. And I wasn't really expecting Resident Evil to like be that game, but I don't know why I wasn't. Capcom does a great job of knocking it out of the park. So I think it's going to end up being one that I pick up sooner than later, because it's just the hype is getting me, honestly. So might be like a really fun some later night streams, like get the office all dark and play through some Resident Evil. I've played those games enough that like they don't typically scare me all that much. Like, it's not like the jump scares and stuff. Like, it kind of, like when we played it at PAX, I was like, okay, this is it's Resident Evil. Like, you know what to expect. You're like, okay, I'm facing this way right now. As soon as I turn around, there's going to be a jump scare, and there it is. You just kind of start to expect the stuff, unfortunately. But it was still incredible. My experience with it was super fun. Like, I don't care if it scares me. It's more about like how good is the story, and I mean, I remember just absolutely falling in love with the series back on the GameCube with Resident Evil 1. So it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me, and it's such a great deal. It's number 2 on the eShop right now. You can get the triple pack for $89.99, and I just like that seems like just an absolute steal. So probably end up being the route that I go. I did download Fallout 4, but I still haven't even fired it up yet. So yeah, just there's life, right? Life. It's just busy. So that's why tonight I'm like, we're doing something a little bit special. We're gonna check out mini shoot adventure, and while we chat. So Brandon says the triple pack is the way to go. Yeah, most definitely. I have played almost all the way through the 7th Resident Evil 7. Haven't touched 8 at all. So, and I haven't touched any of the DLC of 7. So there'd be plenty to do there, and to go back to them. I honestly hope this is the beginning of many more Resident Evil for Switch 2 specifically, like to really see that bump in graphics and frame rates and whatnot, you know. And I know it's not always the case because of this is a brand new title, so the Switch is going to have the Switch 2 is going to have the lesser of the graphics and whatnot, but it still does pretty good, you know. Like it still does pretty good. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's see. So Skipler, I haven't downloaded them yet. So JView says, "What's up, Josh? Yeah, RE9 is incredible. The survival horror reminds me a ton of The Last of Us, which is one I have never played. There is a handful of Sony exclusives that I'm like, I really need to play. I know some of them are on PC, so I should probably go through them that way. But so that's really cool to hear. And then it says, man, once you start playing Leon, you're going on a revenge tour. I love it. So the Resident Evils I played, like, to just kind of like the first one, I absolutely fell in love with. I played some of Zero, but didn't play, but didn't play all the way through it. And then I never played 4. I still haven't ever played 4, which I know is like, if you're a Resident Evil fan, that's like one of the best ones. But I just never done it. I never have done it. And then I played 5. I went all the way through 5 because I did it like co-op on Xbox 360, I believe. So that was fun. Skipler says, I thought you played 7. So I did play 7, but it was on my my Xbox One back in the day when it came out. So I haven't tried it on the Switch 2 yet. When I played 7, it was on Xbox. So I see RX Gaming is here, says this low key looks like a Zelda game. Yo, that's what everybody's been saying. It's like a twin stick shooter Zelda game. So let's see. Yeah. No worries, Skipler. No worries. Completely I totally can see the confusion there. So, and I mean, you guys remember 7 was on the Switch, right? It was the cloud version. You had to have some pretty good internet to be able to play that. Don't play it handheld, you know, plug in for that. I think I played one game that way. It was Control. I think there was a demo for it, but I think Johnny Bo played 7 on the cloud. But yeah, I couldn't. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just play it on my Xbox. RX Gaming is asking how much Mini Shoot Adventure is. It is $15.99. Yeah, $15.99. And I'm having a good time with it. I'm actually playing it on the hardest difficulty, so the enemies are a little bit faster, the bullets are a little bit faster, and it honestly seems really fun. You guys are experiencing this with me for the first time. Like, I tried to fire it up a little bit before I started the show, and then got pulled into dealing with the technical stuff with my microphone and whatnot. And so you guys are experiencing this with me as I am. Like, I'm literally, this is the very opening of the game, and so it's honestly really, really cool. Like, I'm really digging it. Like, really digging it. So I do recommend. It was hard to choose. I'm like, okay, do I get this or do I get what was it? Is it Rot World? I don't want to get hit here. Let me see. I'll back up a screen. I see Nintendo Primus here. What's going on, baby? So good to see you. Rotwood. Yeah, Rotwood looks really good too. That one's sitting at $29.99. So, there's so many so many that hit the Switch today. Just really, really good stuff. How's Mr. Prime doing? Did you enjoy the Direct today? Was it everything you'd hope for and more? I thought it was really like 17 minutes, really packed to the gills. They didn't take too much time on any of it. Like they just kind of really got through all of it, and I was really pleased with everything I saw. So, and then I'm like, I gotta pick up at least one of them and check it out. So this one to me just seemed like the one that was like, okay, I can see me playing this before I go to bed at night and throwing it handheld on my Switch Lite. That's honestly what I kind of love doing, is playing some of these indies on the Switch Lite that I keep right next to my bed on the nightstand. So RX Gaming says, no way Prime is here. I got the funniest text message from Prime today. that well, it's a family friendly channel, so I won't say exactly what it said, but it was just like, hello swear word. It's basically what it said, followed up by check your DMs on Twitter. I was like, oh, my bad. So really good seeing you, my friend. Really, really good seeing you. But yeah, guys, I mean, just in the little bit here, I don't want to sit and like, I'll get too laser focused on this and won't be able to focus on chat or anything like that. Cause this game's definitely pulling me in, but I have one upgrade on my gun, and I can already tell you that I'm like, okay, at first I'm like, oh, this is a bit slow. Is it the first upgrade? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Get a few more upgrades on this thing, and it's gonna be super, super sick. So I love that you guys have all said, oh, it reminds you of Zelda, and that in and of itself is like, okay, maybe a little bit of a bit of exploring, maybe some puzzles down the road, like obviously just mild, but even just trying to dodge all the shots and whatnot. So here we go Byzantium bringing up the $50 pizza incident. Here we go. All right. We don't have to remember the Seattle pizza incident, the great Seattle pizza incident of 2025. We can forget all about that one. So you guys have been amazing tonight. Thank you so much. Tomorrow night, you guys, we are going to be discussing Earthbound. So make sure you get a little bit of time with it if you want. And jump into the conversation. We'll just kind of, discussing impressions, and maybe it's a game that you've played over and over again. And it's, I've put out a few different posts that we're doing Earthbound as our game of the week. And the number of different responses I got, I think Much Games was like, yo, this is my top 5 game of all time. So he absolutely loved it. So Nady Nay says, all of a sudden we got more Virtual Boy. He's so excited about that. So excited about it. RX Gaming says the first person shooter game. Yes. What is that one called? Let's see. It's something, isn't it something Rogue? I'm looking through the let's see, there's a guide right here. I can pull it up. We got, oh, come on. The puppy one seemed a little bit depressing, a little bit like, I know it's supposed to be like happy. Dead Zone Rogue. Yeah, that one I'm very excited about. Very, very excited about. So looking forward to that one quite a bit. And Rotwood also really, really, like, I may end up pulling the trigger on that one as well, because it just it looked like something that could be fun, especially to play with a group. Like jump into Discord and grind out some levels. So I like the fact that like within their messaging, they say progress comes from increasing your skill as much as your loot, with challenging boss fights that demand practice and proficiency. So it sounds like the kind of game that, like, you could play through with people, and you're going to have to kind of work at it a little bit, which is great. And when somebody came in, they mentioned Heave Ho 2. You guys, you're going to hear me screaming it from the rooftops. Heave Ho 2, everybody needs to get it. It is, you will laugh. You need to get it, and you need to make sure that if you get online and play with people, you're in voice chat together. You will laugh. There's no way around it. It is designed just so perfectly when it comes to a party game that the moment I played it, I immediately purchased it. I was like, oh, I have to get this. It's so good. And probably the game I'm most hyped for from this direct was Heave Ho 2. And the fact that it finally has online is huge. It's huge. I've been getting messages from Crawler in Discord. He's like, yo, we can finally play Heave Ho 2 online. There's the resub from Crawler right as I mentioned his name. How funny is that? So yeah, just such a fantastic title. Like so good. Cannot recommend enough. Obviously pending that it's as good or better than the first one, but I don't doubt that it is. It's the kind of game that would almost be hard for them to mess up once they've now that they already have everything down with the first game. So RX Gaming has just got the demo of Dench Attack. Let's go. Yeah, jump in, guys. Check out some of these games and jump into Discord. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're watching this after the fact, of course, let me know in the comments which games you picked up today and what you're enjoying or what you're looking forward to. So appreciate you guys all so very much. And as always, play it loud.